Sandy Man here. It's Wednesday evening, and I have here in front of you my latest addition to my Warhammer fantasy collection, gaming experience, whatever you want to call it. This is a Battlefoam pack 432. So Battlefoam, some free advertisement here. Hopefully you don't get mad at me for this. This is awesome. Unzip the top for you. I know the camera's going to move around a little bit. I only got one hand. Boom. There you go. Inside this, I would say 20 inches by 8 inches, somewhere in there, probably less than that, is about 2,700 points worth of vampire counts. And I'm going to show you how this packed inside, give you my thoughts on the whole process, including ordering, talking to them about the custom foam, the arrival of everything, how everything showed up, is it good quality, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to give you my spiel about it. So here we go. So first thing we got to do, and granted, I'm doing this with one hand. Yeah, that's right. Hours and hours of work being played around with one hand. It's almost a sin, but it is what it is. I'm going to set the camera down on the table here, keep it in view as I pull everything out. The whole thing comes right out. How about that for a close-up? Alrighty, we'll start from the top. This is about a 1/4 inch or so protective covering of foam. It protects the top models from the hard inside here. It's hard, just hard enough to keep shape to the box, but not too hard where it's gonna, damage models, in my opinion at least. Alright, so this is actually a doubly good opportunity here. It's my first chance to show off my vampire counts, and you get a nice long video and you get to hear my stuffy nasally voice. So, what we got so far. Packs in pretty good. I've got here 10 ghouls. I've got 10 ghoul fillers. If you go to my blog, you would see pictures of this. I've got some zombies that have the longer weapons, so, farming instruments, if you will. So they go in these longer foam sections. I've got some spearmen. I've got some skeleton fillers in these long bases here. As you can see, I actually ended up cutting into Battlefoam's foam. Hopefully Battlefoam doesn't get upset with me over this. And here you go. That's my dog being a very bad dog. Reagan down. There we go. So I had to cut these actually, and it's my fault because I didn't give them. Actually, when I was ordering the custom foam, I forgot that I had to measure these out also to give them the ability to customize the tray for them, for these particular fillers. So that is my fault, but here's a close-up. I'm not going to get into the theme behind my armor or anything like that, or color schemes. It's just what you see. These are my interpretation of spirit hosts. I just piled them in there. Yeah, whatever. Spirit hosts. There you go. Only if I ever cast Winds of Undeath. So, top tray. Awesome. Next tray. These are actually right here. These are for basically, wolves and dogs. If your army has any sort of dog in it, it goes right in here. I'm going to use it though for command groups. Musician, standard bearer, musician, standard bearer, musician, standard bearer for my skeletons. I've got spear skeletons. I carry a mix of spear skeletons and swordsmen with hand weapon shield, so that I have some flexibility in what I do. They fit very, very nicely. So far everything looks like it's handled its first couple hours in the case pretty well. Ghouls down here, the remaining mess of my ghouls, it's 30 ghouls. So total, I've got 30 models, actual models painted up, 10 fillers to be painted. I've got about 60 skeletons, including the big fillers over here. Here we got 2 Wraiths and a Banshee. Yeah, pretty freaking sweet. Definitely thrilled about this. Lay this aside. 5 direwolves. Again, my fault for not measuring these out and outlining these the way that Battlefoam wants you to get the custom tray. So I did a little personal modification. They actually fit perfectly. More skeletons. I've got 19 Graveguard. Odd number, you might ask. It was 20 until this guy got a hold of one. He ate half of it. I saved the top half. He ate the legs. So there you go. And then here is really where I think Battlefoam makes its name. And I made some errors on my part, not correctly identifying units that were going to need some custom foam, but that is my fault, so I have adapted. So what we got here, we got a skeleton filler that didn't quite fit in the trays, because it's actually a little thicker than normal, because the tree is offset, that is there to fill space. So it's sitting in with a corpse cart. This is a Blood Knight, and this is beautiful, fit in perfectly, that I use as a vampire character. This is actually another ghoul filler, a 4-unit filler. Just for whatever reason, this square is here, so I just plopped it in there. I've got 6 Black Knights. Now I made another mistake in that when I measured them out and traced them, like Battlefoam once, I did the standard bearer, I did the musician, and then treated the other 4 as if they would have the same outline, when in reality they don't. Because my Black Knights are custom made, or converted. And so they actually don't have the same outline. So I made a mistake again there, but what I have done is I've double stacked the Black Knights. These are really light plastic models. I don't think they're going to break each other. We'll find out. So I've got 2 Black Knights in there, 2 in there, 1 there, 1 there. So that's 6 Black Knights in my army. The reason I did that is because I've got Fellbats, which I forgot. A lot of little mistakes here. Again, my fault. Which I forgot. I would have to tell them, hey, these are this type of dimension. So the Fellbats have filled in these areas here that normally would have gone to an individual Black Knight. The Fellbats are actually the most awkward of all the units in the army to place in here. Manfred's in there. You can barely make him out. Vargulf. Hopefully you've realized that almost the entire army is painted. I mean, I would say I'm like 2 weeks of work away from finishing it, which I will do after I finish 1,000 points of Lizardmen. So there you go. This is a huge army of 2,500 plus points. I think I can max it out with Manfred to about 2,800. And if I were to go 2 Lords, I could easily field 3,000 points, I guess. But that's a little cheesy. My dog. So, that is Battlefoam. It is sweet. I will come back later because this is going to take me a while to download because the video is a little long here, and talk about the storage capabilities of Battlefoam, which is pretty sweet. So, thanks for checking in. It's been a nice afternoon. Super excited. Battlefoam, 2 thumbs up, and I will be your customer again. Peace.